Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up.
Hello friends, and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It have been a long time since we did any boss rush guides or showcase the team for boss rush, and specifically because they change every time they have different bosses. So we're gonna go and look at this boss. Actually, I have some good tips for you that I tried, and I created something really good actually that will help you around with these bosses. If we're gonna go and check the bosses right now, I didn't do the best run, but even with the mediocre, stupid run that I did, I managed to get a good score actually and get all the rewards that you can get from here, which is absolutely nice. I'm gonna be showing you that. I bought the 5 attempts. It will tell you, buy it with 100, show you that it costs you 500, but it will take only 100. So the refresh is for 100. The wording is kind of off, so don't bother yourself about it. Now, if we are gonna check the best teams right now, they're using Visconti Vega sometimes on the top team. They're using Double Bison sometimes on the top team as well, which I recommend to not use that. Use Double Ables on the first team. Now, you can use the normal Rich Honda with Flame Chun and with Fire Adon on this team. It will work to a certain extent, but you need to do your best to get a good score actually with that. Now my second score, as you see, oh, what's going on, Pika? You have this. It's not mine actually. This Overlord Bison is a rent one, and he did only 25 million, which he does not deal the most amount of damage here. But the good thing about Overlord Bison, with the new mechanic that they introduced to him, which is his health cannot drop below 1 HP, you can never die versus Evil Ryu. Everybody on your lineup will survive, and you can go and attack with your highest damage dealer. Dalsim works here, Oni works here, every carry works here. So be creative. Visconti Vega is built for me, so I'm using him. You can use one copy of your Overlord Bison. It doesn't matter. Overlord Bison is not the core unit. Is not the core unit for damage. He's the core unit to tank for you here, because Evil Ryu bypasses immunities. Normal Bison will die. Anybody will die. Sagat will die. But with Overlord Bison, you're gonna go and keep dealing damages. Now for my third lineup, I'm using and here I'm using Street Poison, and I'm using Rose, because they stay in the position backwards and they will not be attacked, and they will not, because it's single target damage dealer, which is Evil Ryu, that will attack your front line only, and that's it. You need just to adjust your combo meter for you when you start with Visconti Vega to not get hit, because he gets in front of Overlord Bison. So when Evil Ryu is hitting Overlord Bison, start immediately with Visconti Vega. C1, C2, quick, and C3 from Visconti Vega. He will go to the back line again, and then Overlord Bison will be in the front and take another run or another hit, and you can do the same run again. I'm using Gen as an assist, because Gen, actually his clone goes and tanks sometimes in the front, protecting Overlord Bison or protecting your Visconti Vega if Visconti Vega was in the front. So Gen will be ahead of him, so the shadow clone of Gen will be deleted, and Visconti Vega could survive. Now the third lineup, as you see, I didn't deal the most amount of damage, but I figured it out. It's absolutely fantastic. You don't need to use Leonardo. If you have Leonardo maxed, probably this lineup will not work for you. The thing is about it that you're gonna get charmed by Bison. And if Bison is charmed and you hit him with a maxed Leonardo, you would kill him because you bypass immunities, and you don't want to do that. Plus, if you're using like me, Zangief will hit your Bison with 6 out of 6 cards and remove his passives, which means any damage would kill Bison, and this is what you don't want to happen actually. So I'm using my Leonardo for just testing. You can use anybody who want. You can protect Dalsim. You can put somebody on top of him like Luke, if you have Luke at SS, and play the drive, because if you do some combos and rotations with him, he will keep him alive. You need a healer, a good healer on your lineup to heal you actually. Elena, Summer Yang works, but you need to protect them and not let them get one shot. You can do like 150 to 200 million with this run. I will be showing you the runs because they're absolutely nice. Let me show you how the setup looks for me right now. This is the setup. I'm using Witch Jury on Fire Adon, so when he drops a little bit on HP, even with all the shields that we have, you can die. If you have Gouken, I would highly suggest playing Gouken on the main lineup and maybe playing Abel as an assist or Suit Abel as an assist, as you wish. It's up to you. And then you can play either Abel or Suit Abel, which one that you didn't play on the first lineup, on this lineup, and he will help you with the C1 and keep you protected. But you need to use him in tag position for his shields, not in front line, in tag position, because if you use him in front line, any tank in front line will go in front of Bison, then they will get charmed and they might be killed. What's the trick in this lineup versus Poison? When he gets charmed and you hit him and he wanna die, he explodes. When he explodes, he deals damage to Poison and become uncharmed again. So we will not gonna use Bison's skills at all. We're gonna go ham with our skills, and Zangief will mitigate damage. If you negate the passive from Poison, Poison will not stack up Electric Shock on your units, and this is how you keep your lineup surviving. Yeah, I know I tried to come up with a better solution. These are the solutions that I came up with. If you came up with a different lineup that does even better than that, share it with us so we can spread it to everybody else. People have been having problems with this boss, Evil Ryu, and now we found the solution. One copy of Overlord Bison. Just one copy. Like my Overlord Bison, let me check, where is he? He's at S+. I can play him and it's all happy. This is the lineup. You can play even Rose or Poison here because she will stack up to you at the start of the battle. Don't play her in the attack position. Actually, I did a mistake and played her in the attack position, but it's okay. We're gonna go and learn from our mistakes. And Overlord Bison will keep taking the damage. For the first lineup, it's a little bit of RNG. Sometimes the boss deals a great amount of damage while the three of them are hitting you because of the combo rotation that you're doing so fast, and the time, you know, freezes a little bit. So while they're doing damage, another one will start their damage while the boss is dealing damage. So no amount of shields will keep you protected. This is why we use the Virgil EX, which will help us a lot. Kami and Vega EX, so we can have a head start and we put the wall underneath the enemies. So after the 9 seconds fades, the damage will be starting to register. Of course, Akuma EX, so we can buff the attack of our Fire Aidon. Let me go and show you the replays for this run. Here we go. And this is the first lineup. And yeah, that's it. Fire Aidon dealing everything, and Rich Honda will help him with the damages. The more that you build him, the more that he'll deal damage. So we're gonna wait a little bit. I do it with the third attack of him when he goes to the backline, Virgil, so I can start and put them in the corner so I can deal as much damages as possible. He will do the skydive now, and then he will go to the backline, and we're gonna go by ×1, and I'll show you how it does. So he's there, everybody cornered in the back. I start my combo. C1 from Abel, C2 from Suit Abel, C3 from Fire Aidon, then Honda, Abel, Suit Abel, Fire Aidon, Honda, Abel, Suit Abel, Fire Aidon, and this is how we continue this. And when I feel that I will take a lot of damage, actually, I drop the AX move. So I check, I'm taking damage so much here, so I use the AX move, and as you see, we negated the death of our Abel. Now we can drop Abel and we get some shields again, and we can continue, and then we will die with everybody else. And this is the high score so far that I've done with this lineup. This lineup can go to 800 to 1.2 billion, something like that in this range, especially if you have Flame Chun and you're getting the shields, and luckily she's not getting hit. You can also improve this lineup, but because Virgil is jumping from right to left, you can't stack 50 stacks on him. It's very hard. It's possible, but it's very hard for you to survive. You need a lot of levels actually. For free to play, this is a great idea actually for this lineup, and it will help you a lot. One copy of Rich Honda works as well, but if you build Rich Honda more and more, the more damages that you'll do. Our second lineup, which I'm using this lineup, absolutely I love this lineup. I don't know how I didn't think about it when Overlord Bison got released. I didn't play maybe the boss rush when this event was on. Nobody is playing this lineup, I don't know why. So I just stacked some combo meters, and I'm gonna show you how you need to time when, oh, like this, Ryu is hitting Overlord Bison, you go and hit with your characters. So we're gonna check how this works. I think when I get 3 bars, I start this, and here we got hit by Visconti Vega, and I start with Visconti Vega because after the hit, and bam, C3, and you see Overlord Bison is the one in the start, and we go and continue our rotations. And here I wait, Overlord Bison got hit, so he will not die, so we can start our combo and our rotations, and bam bam, thank you ma'am. And now Overlord Bison is in the starting position, and whenever he starts his combo, we start our combo because he will attack the very first unit. And this is absolutely awesome. And you can time it like this if you want as well. Super, you use the C1, slowly, slowly, C2, slowly, slowly. He's hitting the first one, then you use your C3 because Visconti Vega jumps in the front. So you will evade all the damages taken by this Evil Ryu, which is absolutely good. And this will help you do as much damage as possible before the time ends. And here, a C2, and I did a C3, but I didn't calculate it right. But the explosion from Overlord Bison helped me get a little bit of damage, which is really good actually. And this is how we got our high score with this lineup. Pretty awesome. Now, if you have another character that is a carry from range, somebody like, let's say, Dhalsim. Dhalsim will save from behind and he will just do his super and his C3. Also will do good amount of damages, but I highly recommend using Visconti Vega if you have him. He's absolutely a monster. The third lineup, which is this lineup, you're not gonna see the best run. I forgot that I have Leonardo at SS. I thought I have cars on him and SS plus. Or triple S, because at triple S, if you have the cards, if I attack my Bison, I would kill him. I would bypass his immunities. But with this Leonardo, for me, because he's SS, and if you have him at triple S, also remove his cards. Remove his cards and go and attack your normal Bison, and you will not kill him. You need your cards to kill Bison, actually. So if you have Leonardo maxed out and you want to continue this path and do more damage, because when you kill your own Bison, he will explode, he will deal damage to poison. And also when you're doing a C3 from Leonardo, you take no damage because you're damage immune with the C3. So this is why this lineup is really good. And even if let's say Elena died, you can start with Leonardo, C1 from Bison, C2 from Zangief, then C3 from Leonardo, and he will not die. And Zangief will have the mitigation versus the thunder damage, which is from poison, and he will not die easily, and he will regenerate with his C2. So absolutely a fantastic lineup. I love this lineup, so I'm gonna do it better actually, because I messed up a little bit here, because I was afraid to kill my Bison. I forgot that it's only with his cars that Leonardo can kill Bison. So anyway, as you see here, she does a lot of shock on you. And how do you stop the shock so you don't take a lot of damage? Is with Zangief. You can hit her with Zangief and then you will not be getting that. So we hit her, C2 from Zangief, we negate her passive, so we're not gonna take a lot of damage. I start with Leonardo again, because Leonardo now is immune to damage, and plus now that he's charmed, you see that Bison is charmed. I could have started with Leonardo normally and killed him, and while killing him I can remove the charm from him. And again, she's not dealing that much of damage yet because we didn't deal a great amount of damage, but even though we can do that, and here I use the heal because Elena was getting hit. You should protect Elena at all costs. And here we gotta hit her, so she'll not deal great amount of damage for us. And you can play Witch Jury actually here, because Witch Jury stays alive as well, so it's not a problem. As again, we hit our Bison, he died, so he explodes and come back out from charm, so you can use that to your advantage if you wish to. And yeah, that was it for the runs for Boss Rush. I love these bosses, the mechanics that you can cheese it a little bit, bypass some stuff. So with Bison tanking here, whenever you kill your own Bison, he explodes and be uncharmed, so you can use him again, so you can go and hit poison. For this lineup, you can just use Overlord Bison, he will never die, and you can deal the most amount of damages for your bosses. And for this lineup, you can use double Ables. Double Ables will give you 3 to up to 4 stacks of shields. Then you can go and deal more damage, and whenever the boss hits you with 2 or 3 attacks, you still have shields to negate that. And plus, if you have Water Chun-Li or Agua Chun-Li, use it on Fire Adon as well, because if you use her, she will give him the Circle of Protection, or the circle of protection or something like that, and he will not die actually, because he will get 3 stacks of it on top of the 3 or 4 stacks from the Ables. So absolutely you'll stay alive for the end of the fight. And yeah, that was it for the video. Let me know if this is lineups works for you, where did you place, and if you have a better lineup so we can share with the community, and I'll be seeing you with the next one.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, we thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fly.